Hello, people. My name is Kale Boss. The only boss. Oh, wait, what else? Have you heard? Wait, do you know that Tap Tap Send is live in Texas? Oh, you didn't know? We went to New York. Now we are live in Texas. So people in Texas and around, all you have to do is to download Tap Tap Send. Yes, Tap Tap Send has become the most unique, secure, and fast way of sending money across the world to your loved ones anywhere. Okay, so download Tap Tap Send on Google Play Store or App Store, and when you're in Texas or around, you just have to put in the code TXGH. What did I say? TXGH, and you get $10 for your first transaction you make. Mahama media, Texas, you drew very soon we'll conquer everywhere. Download Tap Tap Send now on Google Play and App Store. Tap Tap Send, it's secure, convenient, easy, and fast.
Capstone E Global Consult Limited. Jumekuo bia. Omo fa registered nurses. Drivers are omo GCC license. NFA securities. Edi omo ko amaya hudro bi so te se Dubai, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, NFA USA. Na mene wo kasa sisi akra. Omo per registered nurses. Edi omo ko USA. Akoye juma ko jisika pudro. Anne. Na enye we po. Capstone E Global Consult Limited. Esanso boama. Sa wo peka atofri amanoni. Omo beye ho hyehyeye nyina ma. Na wo nsatimi aka. Ka biara e dawa kuma so wa bra wo mre ho enti omo se bra omo so ye sesi a wo behu omo Otema community na omo ni Ashama Timber Market ene din hwe anim anase fra omo e wo 0599 183083 ana 0302 986573 amanoni fo so fra omo +821 021811 Capstone E Global Consult Limited. Your success is our business.
Check now, check it, fa check it, fa check it, check it. The beat is real, don't will make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it, fa check it, fa check it, fa check it, check it. Green select glucometer, check it, fa check it, check it. Sugar level, fa check it, check it. For check it, check. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now. This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
The job is when we have to sit down to do all the necessary discussion in our showbiz space. And once again, midweek action here on Sammy Flex TV, and we are good. Let me take my seat well, so you know what, we can now delve into the issues proper. Welcome to Showbiz Daily on Sammy Flex TV. Gentlemen are seated. 3-man squad for us to run today. I have Nana Reagan, road manager for Wendy Shea, and in Team Dodo Solomon is also back from a short trip, and he is our online manager here at Flex Entertainment Limited. Digital Rasta is called Currency. He's on camera. Richie Flex is the editor director of the show. And you out there, thanks for always spending quality time with us here. Just a reminder, our Sundays Sammy Flex Connect evening show is also coming off on Sunday at 7 p.m. I know this weekend I'm traveling, all things being equal, but I hope to be back. And even if I'm not back, I've told you that anywhere we go, we will still do the Sammy Flex Connect. So wait for it and let's connect as usual. We are looking at some stories today. Some interesting lineups we have for your discussion, for your watching pleasure and more. And I want you to be a part of it. So whilst you are watching, remember to drop your commentaries under the comment section. And know that if you want to send money from abroad to Ghana or to some selected West African countries, download Tap Tap Send now. It is just an app on your phone. Put in your bank details. Use the promo code SammyFlex. Make some extra money onto your wallet, and pronto, you are going to enjoy some more deals. I've seen that Headies has released their nominations for 2023. And God being so good, some Ghanaian artists have been mentioned in there. On this day, I want us to look at the various categories that these Ghanaian artists were nominated for, and we will assess their chances. Are they likely to win or not? Well, Headies Awards, about 17 years old, powered by some Nigerians or by Nigerian, that started as a hip-hop awards and now it is called Headies. The event has been held in Nigeria for some time, but I think last year they took it to Atlanta in US of A, and it is doing so well. It is one popular award in Nigeria. People really respect Headies. Anytime in Nigeria you miss out on Grammys, I'm sure the next thing you'd have to be looking out for is the Headies, as usual. Now, let's look at the categories where some of our people, at least 3 of our people, have been featured in some of the categories there. This is Best West African Artist of the Year. And I love this scheme for how they do their thing. They even put in the, how do we call it? The calendar year. So you know wherever you are and how you are doing. So from January 2022 to March 2023 is their calendar year for the Headies. And this year, Best West African Artist of the Year. 3 of our artists, boom, they were featured in there. Wow, that's good. Jackie from Ghana, Black Sheriff from Ghana, Camido from Ghana, and the Therapist from Liberia. These are the nominees for the Best West African Artist of the Year. Meanwhile, there are some 2 more categories that are people featured. Okay, so this very one says African Artist of the Year. African Artist of the Year. And African Artist of the Year, Rema is in there. Giddy, 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 giddy. A big name right there. Burna Boy is also in there. Another big name right there. Now, is it Nabua Load? I cannot even see the name well. Black Sheriff is also here from Ghana. And Diamond Platinums from Tanzania. And as it stands now, I know this one is going to be hard, but deal. African Artist of the Year with Rema, Burna Boy, Diamond Platinums. A big deal. Is there another one that we have to look at before I go to my people to ask them how our chances are, looking at the nominations so far and how we have represented? How are we looking? Are we going to win some awards or that? Okay, I think these are the 2 categories that our people featured in, and we can go to my people and ask them how our chances like that. Are we likely to pull some surprises?
Yeah,
when it matters most.
We will greet our cherished viewers.
Mm-hmm.
I think when it comes to awards, right now people have come to understand that any nominated person in any category is a potential winner. So, I mean, with some of the schemes, it doesn't really matter your numbers and what you've been doing with numbers online. You can still win something. So I think they stand a chance. They stand a very big chance because with the first West African Artist of the Year category, I think we have 3 people over there, and these are big guys that did very, very well in the year under review. So with Camido there, with Black Sheriff there, with Jackie there, I don't see any chance for was it Kenya or
Liberia?
No, he's from Liberia. Yeah.
Sorry. I don't see.
So that one is coming to Ghana.
That one is just 100%.
But I do know the strength of that Liberian artist.
I don't know.
But for 3 of us to go.
For 3 of Ghanaian artists, I mean, these big names to be in one category, definitely, I mean, it will come to Ghana. I can easily bet on that. So
okay,
I want to say yes. If we are not, it will be very difficult for us to win the African Artist of the Year because of the another big names that are in there. So that one, I don't know what the criteria definition says.
Okay. So now it has come out well. Mawa Loud from Morocco.
Okay.
That is the other name I was not seeing correctly there. Yes.
Sometimes I think we need to check on some of these names on the streaming platforms. They are really doing. You might not have heard their names, but sometimes when you check their numbers, it will blow your mind. So I want to believe anybody that has been nominated deserves nomination, and congratulations to them. And then, well, I would still go for the West African category. But as for the African artist of the year, I want to relax a bit and see what will come out of that. Yeah.
Well, Jamu, what do you also see with the nominations? Are people just shocked? And I think I've seen something beautiful that we also need to throw some light on. I've seen that all the most of the awards categories comes with some the how do I call it, the definitions, criteria definitions. Yes, and I'm so happy. Let me see if I can read the West African Artist of the Year. It says a voting award category for an individual African artist or group of Western African descent with the most outstanding achievement and impact across Africa in the year under review. Impact across Africa. Across Africa. That is, if you are so sure people have made.
What would be the meaning of most
impact.
Achieved? That's where my issue will be.
Okay, most achieved. To them,
and it's also a voting thing. So I think the definition will not help that much because people are going to vote for someone. So
exactly,
where would the achieved and the impact will come in? If people are voting, they don't care.
And what are the voting percentages?
That one was not stated.
Yeah,
that
so
was
if
not
it's
stated.
fully voting, then I think the definition they should well, maybe they are guiding people that they should go with what they are stating there, like check out some of these things before you vote for your favorite, and then
okay, Chemo, take it from there. Later continue. Yes.
So what is interesting news and good for Ghana music in general, and when you even take it in percentage terms, Ghana stands the chance of taking it about 75%, as against 25% for the Liberian. Yes. So 75% chance of a Ghanaian winning is higher.
Okay.
So obviously, I think Ghanaians in this category stand a better chance of taking it. Yes, and we also have some good musicians in there. In fact, all the three Ghanaian musicians in there.
They are good representation.
They have done, yes, they have done their bit. Now we know them across Africa, if I should say so. Kamido, Black Sheriff, and Jackie. I don't know much about the Liberian artist, the Therapy, but I think Black Sheriff in this category, I'll put him ahead of even Kamido and Jackie. Yes, okay. It's likely that Black Sheriff will take that one. So we wish them all the best. I mean, if you are in it there, you are a potential winner. Like Nana Reagan said, that's why they nominated you for the award. So kudos to them. In fact, just getting the nominations is not it's enough. Yeah, it's okay for them to get something. And then the other one, I think it will be between Burna Boy and Rema. Yes, I will go for
the West African artist.
Yeah, the West African artist of the year. And if we don't take care, Rema may surprise even the other ones in there. Yeah, that's. But if I have to stick my neck out, the obvious one will be Burna Boy based on the impact and the things that he has done. Rema
in terms of achievement.
Yeah, in terms of achievement, Rema is also doing his bit. But Burna Boy has been in the game for a longer time than Rema, and at the same time, he's also doing big things. So if he wins, I'll not be surprised. But Rema in that category too can cause a surprise. Yeah.
Should we be happy or worried that the categories were dominated by only new artists from Ghana? Should we be happy or worried? The big names, none of them mentioned in there.
No, but it's the year under review.
That's what I'm saying. Yes. So should we be happy or
no? We shouldn't be worried about this thing. I mean, that's how music is. Music or entertainment in general. I have said this before. It's winner takes all. At some point in time, the spotlight will be on you and nobody else. But if you don't work hard enough, it will shift to somebody also. So that's what it is. So in the year under review, these people are the ones that they are doing well. So so there's nothing wrong with it. They just have to take their chances and the opportunities available for them, to do the needful and maintain it, or even do better than what they are doing now. But you shouldn't be worried. That's entertainment for you. It will not stay in one place for a long time like that. At any point in time, somebody will be, the spotlight will be on someone. If you get a hit song today, the spotlight is on you. If somebody get a hit song tomorrow, the spotlight is on that person, not you again. So the rest will be how you maintain it and move on. So our old artists or the musicians who have been in the game for a longer time, this is not their time, as in the spotlight is not on them. If they want the spotlight to be on them, they should do more, and then also hope that the spotlight will come back to them. That's how it is. It will not always be on you. So we shouldn't be worried. I mean, some of them may not even get the spotlight again, and some of them will also come back. That's how the entertainment space is. It's not for one person, and at any point in time, the spotlight is on one person. It can't be on all of them. That's why we will have only one winner at the end of the day. When we have our award scheme, we don't award all of them. We only award one person. Because at that point, we will all agree that the spotlight is on that person. Yeah.
Well, Nana, wrap up for me on that. Let's move on to other matters.
I think I'm a bit worried not seeing one big name in there. It is not a big deal, but because of the work some of them have been able to do for themselves. Like, I think I am a bit surprised not seeing Stoneboy's name in there. I mean, when you check the year under review, I think Stoneboy also deserves a nomination. And if they were to go by that, it is either they will add him to the number of Ghanaian musicians they were nominating, or maybe between Kamido and Jackie, I would have swapped one for Stoneboy. I think he also did very great between that January 22 to March 2023. So yes, I'm a bit surprised. I don't know how they concluded on that and missed out on Stoneboy. But I mean, this is ours. Definitely, we are going to get some of these things to talk about. So, yeah,
but something I also feel is that, you know, it is political, but let me say it. Very political, but let me say it nicely, by the best way that I can. Some of these mentions to the people behind the artist and even to the people behind the scheme, they are all signs of growth and development of your brand.
Okay.
So sitting there and thinking you'll be mentioned alone won't come. So sometimes you also have to do the do. And someone like George Britton now in Nigeria, he's done the do. Black Sheriff in Nigeria, he's done the do. Jackie in Nigeria, he's done the do. Look at the three people mentioned. In the year under review, they've tripped Nigeria. So sit home. That's what I'm saying, in the best way that I can. Maybe I couldn't have said it any better. In the best way that I can. In the year under review, these three, they have done their Nigerian bidding fairly.
No two ways about
Jackie
it.
was there to do some media rounds. Black Sheriff was there, same way. And Kamido was there, same way.
But I think Sarkodie was also there. Was it this?
Stoneboy
also
went
late
there. He did his,
2022. Yeah, Stoneboy even went there too.
Stoneboy, maybe if he falls, Stoneboy's album list does not fall in the.
No, it doesn't fall under.
No, it doesn't fall under this. So yeah, maybe if he's lucky, the subsequent ones. But for these people, I'm sure they did their bidding, and politically they have served their masters, and they are where they are.
This is ours.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That maybe I haven't said it right. Maybe I've said it right. However you want to take it cool, and let's move on with life. Now let's come to Ghana, where our people are still talking. Let me do this gospel thing and put it off for other businesses. Maybe Oloche is a gospel artist in Ghana. She's been doing so well for herself, and I think as we speak, she has a song banging called Animunyam, aka Ahaye Kwam. Yesterday, in an interview session with her on CTV, she was asked that, Mabel, your colleagues are saying because they travel abroad, sometimes they are forced to sing, or they are encouraged, not forced, once again, they are encouraged to sing in English so they can perform to their foreign fans or their foreign followers abroad. Those who especially can't speak Twi and those who can't speak English, they are good to go. So I asked her what she thinks about that particular call and the fact that as a singer, would she also consider in the near possible future sing in English to be accepted when she goes out there to perform. She tells me she's going to Netherlands or Holland, one of these countries before. Her response was that when she travels out, she sings for Ghanaians. So there is no need she should be pressured to sing in English, because the Ghanaians that she's been singing for, they are also people who understand Twi. Some of them, they are Ghanaians born in the countries she'll be going, or they are Ghanaians who have moved from Ghana to go live in there. After listening to that, I've been pondering over that response from her, and I'm asking, is this the right response to the business of today? Or maybe there is something lacking in her response? Let's watch what he said, or let's listen to what he said. When I come back, because our people have been advising artists, I asked them that what advice would they share with Mabel Oche after this question I posed to her. Watch this, I'll be back.
And twice of you could you all come about mention you star. I knew you only be in common because say, oh, yeah, and nay, oh, yeah, nyom na otuni tria, a pia, omo man on ne, omuntimin to be. Because one, omuntiasie, because message no, or kasa unkwan out here. Listening to your song, great message, but it will treat you. Sa en commona Rebecca said, Uquabont, and what a quabriche near for us, so be intimate to because a man for Antias, what dream who all you mean who now dream who all kind of saying?
The Mukana, a no crib. But
Aquabrichida,
maybe I try my quabrichida.
Or call countryman.
Me call Holland.
Holland, okay.
One thing is say, me call Holland, no. Man, continue man, Cherabrof. A Ghana for no free hair call ye no. Omu, and I'm a cotton yam cherewom. Who also are ye won war. But or a Ghana mean ya call no.
That's true.
Na my way ye yankasa mini animal gospel musicians so mo kwa abrochi na me hu obi a wakoto nwuma kire abrofo me no kra de ba akope me hu obi a wakotwere me hu obi a like nyumtuni a wakogina abrofo nko anim so far de me nim say ebi a me yankasa me boss Joe Metal akopi abrofo nko anim de I don't know but dodo na omukwa abroche like anyom tofo aye ni mo no me hu so obi akogina abrofo nko a enim eye Ghana fo no omufiri akwa abrochire no omu ana omu sa akoto nyom ne kire wo mo na Ghana ni nso wontimi ganchem so wontitwi papa Celine Dion
yes
menya sure so ba betutwi
Davi
ne kasa ne ye ne de na woto a wo feel comfortable ewo eti adenti na Ghana anase ye ma ye twi kasa se anwona na wote a ye ma kasa bi a wote ye ma ne nye ye de se ne Nigerians ye so o mo to nwom mo bo adwuma omo de omo kasa no omo de ye nwom
that's true
omo de ye nwom omo mefa ye twi emfa nko ye nwom ho sa na mimi hu no enti no se obi kasa Mrs. Sammy style na makofa brofo aba behemu a fi se me ko abrochira obi nti me kasa na se ne me kan no me ko abrochire de enya abrofo na mkoto nyum ne kire wo mo nti no Ghana fo na bia ana ebi mo a makowo mo ma wo ho
enti bebe na me to aso a na me person bisa se enti o pa che se wo de onyum no Ghana fo nko na aye mo
papa me ye ma wiase nyina
no
obi create mitie wo kasa obi timitie wo nyum e ko me YouTube a nyum e di nyum ba ye obi twegu mu se onte kasa no but omutumi ne ngusra e wo nyum no na wa ye blessed Tino Sanya, yes, we had to be Koti, we want to brofo, but Otibi Koti, brofonium, Emma, O Sumani and Shira. Tiana, what the power behind the song. No, and I said the anointing behind the song, no. And no, I may share me them margin call. They mum says, see, I make Kodana when I'm a cemetery. You will go out, come for a day. Obu also saw a camera for any day. Yammy and Lupreni. Papa, yes, I can say, young animal gospel artist be a maybe Obico ball gospel be Obi ball or the brofu boy. Papa no credit ever. Me there be. Also, Obi or camera for. Na no brofo ede to say ya ka se ma me dina hamilton o ka brofo na ede me de me
dina drum
yes o ka brofo na ede obi an me ka se me hu se de me nka no ye wo nkrofo bi ho o ma no ne brofo ede ana obi wo to brofo nyum na wo an ka se hu we die just say brofo nyum no o to ni ye but brofo nyum ni bi wo ha na ese twi yes, Sadia, me got more be a message.
It you say on to brofonium, on paper on got to brofonium.
Yamian Ukraine may call baby to say be a ICGC, and say, me shene say, what's a metal of me to me too. But
to said there, brofonium to said there.
Oh, brofonium.
This is ancient of days.
Oh,
that's here.
Me promote
How old are you? Oh, I'm Papa and I'm how old are you?
Me promote but to say a friend is saying Messi, Nigerian, me pay no nyompa. Okay. Nti me ko program am timito.
Oh, okay.
Me timito to na nyom. Wow. But eno nkyere se chinchina twan.
So koto bro.
Na minya twi ni nto na me nkoto. Me koto a e bia na ya nsom te se na me di me twi ni beba no. Obi a ne ba bia nyame de wo hye na papa ka ba bia nyame de wo hye no. Enkasa bibi fufura benti wo sesa no. Obi wa wo sesa na e be fa ma obi wo nso asesa na emfa ma wo. Echire no wonu hu se wo ye ho wi a enye yie eti ba bia wo gina na ade wo le mu ne ko.
I see. Well,
well, so that was her response. Shout outs to Dan Latte. Dan Latte is the Gyedu. I'm sure Dan Latte would either. I saw him calling whilst we were on air though. So later I'll call him and ask how his artist fared yesterday on the show. But Anna, what do you think about her response?
I agree with her, but I'm a bit worried with her understanding as to why she shouldn't sing in English or she should stick to the Twi language. Because I don't think writing songs in English necessarily means that you are writing the songs for your people who are abroad and that they all understand Twi. So that is your source of motivation why you want to stick to the Twi language. I mean, it is very, very wrong. She is having a ministry. You ask her directly that if she is singing for only Ghanaians, and she says she is singing for everybody in the world. Yes. So if you are singing for everybody in the world, there's a language that has dominated the world. Indians, Chinese, everybody, at least the number of them understand, and that is English. So if you can add that, sometimes it's not as if somebody is forcing you, but based on the goals that you want to achieve in your music career. If you want a bigger ministry, if you don't want to be limited, then some of us advise that okay, you can in your writing skills, you can be adding certain words or certain languages to it that you will still be comfortable in and you will still win certain audience who will come to understand you better. You understand? So I didn't like her in interpretation of why she's not singing in Chi English and wants to sing in Chi and all of that. I didn't like that at all. But what she is saying about traveling to London or Holland and singing to Ghana is the reality. I mean, they are being invited by Ghanaian churches. It is not like a gospel event that attracts all walks of life, like people from all walks of life. So if you are invited by, let's say, a certain pastor Mbreku, who has a church in London, definitely the church will be dominated by Ghanaians. Exactly. So if you go, you can still do your. In fact, that is the main reason why they will even invite you. It is your current hit songs or relevance in the gospel fraternity. That is how come they will invite you to come to Holland or invite you to come to US or London. So they already like the songs, the languages you are singing in and all of that. They've considered everything. So, but she should really be a bit, up with the understanding of singing in Chi, because on your streaming platforms, if today Liberians are dominating your streaming numbers, if South Africans are dominating your streaming numbers, if Nigerians are dominating yours, it is not because of anything, but the understanding of the song also attracts a certain numbers to you. So she should have watched that part, and I wish that since our own brother Danlate is manager, yes, I wish that he would educate her on some of these things, so that next time when he appears on another platform going in to have some of these discussions, he will not seem like somebody who don't know or understand what she is saying. Because clearly, me watching her, I was like, okay, she doesn't really have the understanding when it comes to why you want
your song can cross
borders, how you should even get certain audience, or you should target certain jurisdiction for more numbers and all of that. She has no knowledge on those things. So I will pardon her for now, but I wish that going forward, Dan will shape her properly, and then she will come to realize that, okay, the thing is not just about Ghanaians. We are just over 30 million, 35 million or so. So we need Nigerians. You want to win souls from Nigerians. Okay. You want to win souls. Clearly, even the example that she stated, that somebody came to write a comment under her YouTube video that, she doesn't understand the song, but she's, because of how powerful the song is, she's been touched. She should just ask herself, if this person understood the song or the lyrics of the song, do you know what would have happened to the additional impacts you will be making? So that is some of the things you should check.
Well, Chabu, come through.
Interesting.
I know, right?
I agree with her, but her presentation for me is poor. She couldn't present it for us to say, okay, we understand where you stand. But her main point is I perform to Ghanaians both locally and outside, internationally, and that's my market, and I think I'm serving them, so why should I worry myself?
Be bothered,
yes, I agree with her on that. But the way she said it, Mania said even when the opportunity comes for her to take it, she may reject it based on her standing or her understanding of the whole thing. I mean, it's also a business, so if you can do it, I was expecting her to say that if I can do it and I think I have market for it, why not? I will try my best. But if my market is the people that I'm serving now, there's no need for that, because I'm serving them. When I go outside, I perform to Ghanaians and they are happy with my song. I make my money from there. I don't see the opportunity of me going beyond that, so that's why I'm there. And people will understand you. But if you generalize it or you make it look like even Ghanaians who are singing the English are not getting the English audience, so they should stop or they shouldn't do that or something, it's something else. But I agree with her. I think she's serving her market. She's making good money, and that's what is important. Some people will rush, as she said, to maybe switch to English or something, and but So you can't hit the new market that you want, and at the same time you will be losing the local market that you have already. So you have to be strategic, and I agree with her. You can't serve everybody in the market. You have to know your niche. You have to know your target audience and serve them well. So if doing tree will serve your market well, why not?
Go for it.
Just push it. But if there's an opportunity or you see that you can just switch a bit or add some English to it and get more audience, why not? For business sake, you have to go for it. But you shouldn't also just say that, well, let me do English so that I'll catch other people, and a lot of them will fail if you do that. Yes, even in our YouTube space, the same thing happens.
Yeah.
Some people are good serving the local people or doing tree, but they guy English now be
I think
meanwhile they can do the local one and get good numbers. Yes, for what they are doing, but no, they will rather do English, hoping that they will get English market, and they are still not getting, because it goes sometimes it goes beyond the language. Yeah, how relatable your thing is. If you are singing in English but they can't relate to it, you will still not win. You should sing in a way that the people can relate to it.
Yeah.
There are certain things
they'll feel part of it.
Of it. There are certain things happening in Ghana here that even if you say it in English, yes,
they will say it all right, but it will not make sense
to them.
Yeah,
you have to consider all those things. So I agree with her that serve your market well, but don't close your mind that there's no need for you to open the market if you see the opportunity. That's where I disagree with her. But generally, I'll go with her that yes, serve your market. That's the most important thing.
Well, okay. So once again, this is our reaction to Mabel Orchard's opinion about singing in English to satisfy other customers or other consumers of her songs in other parts of the world. We think the agenda is fine, but she should just learn to upgrade and get other audiences as well. The agenda to serve her audiences locally, that is very fine. But she should know that there is also another untapped market for her out there. And if you can't sing it, I'm sure she won't be able to sing it. So she should just tell us, oh, media. Meant to. I said, Peace FM. It is not as if Kwame Sefa can't even come off. But I know the program in the other day, or country,
and
country, and our market.
But sure even when it comes to some of these things, I mean, maybe a lot can have an English song, maybe on no crap, and no better, and no better. It depends on how you go about it. Yeah.
Well, another story is about investor confidence in our entertainment industry. Looks like for the past days, conversations here and there are suggesting that many investors might not find our industry attractive. Vim Crew in Japan and his people, they are still even on this banter on social media, especially on Facebook. If you go check now, they are on it, back to back, like that. In a Twitter conversation, Twitter Spaces, hosted by Kwame Dazi and his Joy FM platform, they had a discussion about the last made Kewa thing and the fact that when some of these things continue, it might affect investor confidence. Baba Sadiq said something. I want us to go listen to what he said in that particular conversation. And when I come back, we will continue with this discussion that looking at how it is going, how everybody is handling some of these issues, really and truly, can it affect investor confidence in our scheme of things? Watch this or listen to this, and I'll be back.
In the market here, it's almost a thankless job. In the market here, it's almost a thankless job when investors are, or should I say, rewardless job. As a lot of investors are not really looking into industry, because I mean, some of them that even have access to cash will tell you that that's $200,000 they would want to invest in you for a 2-year period. If he turns it around in Forex, he's probably going to make so much more within a short time, you know. And so it's almost become, we're almost at the point where, given the situation in markets, when you have investors, we need to have a way to continue to encourage them. In the market here, it's almost a thankless job when investors are, or should I say, rewardless job. As a lot of investors are not really looking into industry, because I mean, some of them that even have access to cash will tell you that that's $200,000 they would want to invest in you for a 2-year period. If he turns it around in forex, he's probably going to make so much more within a short time, you know. And so it's almost become, we're almost at the point where, given the situation in markets, when you have investors, we need to have a way to continue to encourage them.
All right, so these were some of the conversations that came out of that particular spaces. And once again, I'm asking that, really and truly, should we be scared in this industry when it comes to investor confidence? Because for the past days, this has been part of the agenda. Chamo, let me come to you.
Oh, not at all. We shouldn't be scared or anything. I think our industrial players, or the people that we will call gatekeepers, some of them, I think they are not telling investors or business people the right things. And then again, there are some people who have done it and have been successful at it, and we are not asking them, how do you do it, or how are you doing it? And that's the mistake that I think we are making. I mean, those who are calling the musicians ungrateful or whatever, I mean, let's ask them how they do their business, how they go about it, and we can clearly see that they are not doing something right. So if you are not doing something right, you can't come back and complain that somebody is ungrateful or somebody didn't do something right for you to get to what you are in. No, in any business at all, if you don't do it right, you will cry at the end of the day. Even the forex that Sadiq was using as an example, some people went in there, they didn't do it right, and they lost their money. So the same thing that people are investing in entertainment and losing their money because they are not doing it the right way. Some of them, we can give example like Despite and then even Okrekumanti in recent times. They were heavily involved in the music business, and at the point they stopped, they are the real business people. When they know that they are not seeing top, or they don't know how to navigate and make money, they withdraw their monies. That's the typical business people. The people that we have investing in music or entertainment space now, they are not, most of them are not business people. Maybe they like the musician, maybe they want to help the musician. They will have other agenda except getting profit from it. So later, when they realize that, okay, now there's money in that thing, but I can't make money out of it because of my business plan, then they begin to cry. They begin to complain. They begin to do other things. But they didn't come in from the onset as business people. Those who did that, they withdrew at the time that they were losing. Despite is a typical example. Despite was a heavy investor in music
space. Yeah.
Yes, he was paying huge money. Some people
for album recordings,
buying the master copy and everything. So let's ask ourselves, why did he stop? The business model changed. He couldn't compete, or he couldn't
transform himself
for the, and then he said, no, me, I'm a businessman, not that I love the job, so let me leave. And then he took his
ran away.
money, yes, and did other stuff, and he's succeeding there. That's a typical businessman in music space. That's why at his time the music business was booming, because for them it was business. The same thing with Okrekumanti. Okrekumanti, the same way, had good musicians, made good money out of it. At the time that he saw that, no, this thing is not working for me, he stopped, venture into politics, and now he's more politician than being a musician or entertainer of a sort. The same thing with Bandes. Bandes is now doing bread business instead of music business.
Bandes bread.
Yes, all of them, they were the real business people in the entertainment space. The ones that we have now, KY and Co. They do more charity work than the business. That's the thing. They, instead of starting from the onset that no, this is business, let me put things in place. No, they are more like, let me help the guy. I think he's talented. He will make it. When they make it to some point, for those musicians, they are thinking of making more money, so they will go with somebody with business mindset at that time, not you who wanted to just help them before you think about business. No, that's why they move with that international people when they come in. So still we have investors in the space, but we don't have investors for the up and coming where it is very difficult to break through. But when you break through, the foreign companies will come for you because at that time they can make money out of you. And we have good examples like Black Sheriff. After he blew, look at what happened.
He was being chased all over.
Yes, that's what it is. And we can also cite example of even Camido coming from George Britain. At a point he said that he was getting offers. He was getting serious offers from outside investors.
Labels and things.
Yes, so the investors are there, but the investors that we have within, they are the problem. For me, it's not the musicians. They don't start with business. And if those here who are succeeding, let's go and ask somebody like Bullet. Bullet is doing business and it's working for him. I don't think Bullet will come out and cry like the way others are crying, because for him this is business. So
he's not taking just any decision.
He will not just pick you and say that you are a good artist, I want to help you. And so if he invests in you, he has something in place that he will get his money back. So Bullet will not come and cry. He has been in this space for a while now, and he's winning or succeeding. I have not heard Bullet saying that, how do I put it, like, I'm not making good money, but I want to help people. And the kind of stuff that KY and Co says, the way they talk, I don't see some of these things coming from somebody like Bullet.
Okay.
He's so focused and doing the business. And I think we should be rather asking those people who are succeeding or those who stop at a point, because they were winning in that space, and then at some point they saw that no, we are not seeing the way the things are going, let me move my investment to other things. We should be rather asking them, why did you stop? Why are you still in the game? Why is this thing going on? Instead of asking those who are doing charity more than the business. They are the ones in the space talking like that. Like Sadiq said that it's more or less like you won't make any money even if you are an investor and all that. No, it's not like that. If you are an investor in any space at all, not only entertainment, and you don't take the right decision, you will lose your money. And people are losing left, right, center in any business that you put your money in without doing it the right way. And there's nothing different when you come to entertainment. So I think we should rather be asking those who are winning and why the foreigners will come for the already when you break through. Cooked. Yes, when you break through, they will come for you. So those who are cooking them, like those who are starting from them, you should also be having a model that you will make your money. Don't go in like I want to help you people. Those people that come in as I want to help him, I know the brother, I know the father and all that, you always lose. And there are investors in there. They just that the investor that we have now, for that money, we can't talk much about it.
I know, right? Well, you are close to an investor, and looking at the conversation around, is it scary? Because that is where everybody is looking at. Hey, if you continue to do this, investors won't come. Investors won't come. Look how I'm sure if someone says, "Sammy, let's come and take some $100,000 and invest into this," like man should be about better see baby. Yes, hey, can be who come to yeah. But the person asks himself, if I put my money there, will it make sense?
That's what I mean. It's an issue of both carelessness and ungratefulness, and the reason why we should be scared is the ungratefulness conversations that comes out at the end of the day. You see, Chemo cited Despite, and let me even stick to Despite. When Despite navigated from music business to media space, let me just assume he did not have any knowledge in putting up a media company. He trusted somebody who had the knowledge to run such businesses, and I can tell you that such people can also be ungrateful towards you in their delivery of whatever things you want to achieve with them, and you will still lose your money. If the person doesn't have that clean mind, that heart, doesn't understand the loyalty that they have to, give to you because of the money and the chances that your company is going to bring to them, you can still lose your money. Some people will play you a certain. Many people wants to do farming. I'm telling you, when I went to Belgro about 2-3 years ago, there were young guys who were having money, but some of them just come around and then they will come and interview people who are even natives of the town and ask them, why are you not doing, let's say, tomatoes farming? Why are you doing this? And the stories they shared from people that they trusted and gave them certain money and wanted to work with them, the returns, the attitude and other things like that. Some of these ungratefulness attitudes also stop such people from, okay, now we have the money, but I'll not even venture into it. See, I don't want to talk about Blay's issue. Sometimes you might see the person that, yes, he's doing so right. It's not like he's getting everything right. Some of these temptations, I can tell you, he has also been receiving some of the such temptations. Like, people will walk through the window to come and steal your artist.
Oh, he has also been taking some.
Yeah,
why, even before last year, before the late
Ebony's issue,
it came up.
Yes. And so
everybody faces it. But sometimes in Bullet and even Ebony's case, it is a story of loyalty. If the person is not loyal to you and the person wants to show any sign of ungratefulness, he will go. And that is what makes this conversation very dangerous.
Okay. So that's why you brought in the ungratefulness.
That is what makes this whole conversation very, very dangerous. Maybe a certain length entertainment will be fortunate that when somebody passes through wherever means and gets to Kidi or Kwame Eugene, they will come and put the conversation. Oh, Charlie, this person has been speaking with me. He says he has this deal. So how do we go about it? So right from there, they will sit with the team. They will decide, okay, then bring them to the office. Let us all sit around the table. Let's discuss the benefits. Let's do this. And then they will put things in place. But there are some people too that the thing will come to them directly. I don't know how it happens, but those agents, we know how some of them works. Some of them will even meet your artists at events, pretend like they just want to take pictures with them. But before you realize, they've taken numbers, if that they started certain conversation, and that artist will not prompt anybody in the team.
They won't.
If he is cool, he or she is cool with that deal, he will not prompt anybody. In fact, some of them are praying that, oh, child, 5 years and a crying son, and you can't tell me this is the carelessness. Me, I have said that let's understand our space and learn how to do business and survive. Let's understand our space, because see here, a lot of people that have the money, most of them, I can tell you, they are not music business inclined. But they are the people we are praying and wishing that they will bring those monies that they are doing, they are getting from other fields, to come and put in our space. So if that person, you think that person doesn't know music, he doesn't understand it, so he will be careless in his dealing. So you are the other end that understands the business, you will not go in right. Then you are being it's like a deliberate thing to attract somebody to your field, and then you mess the person up.
That's what they've been doing.
And that it is a big problem, because at the end of the day, yes, it's a quasanity and now all of them will realize that okay, then this is the game. So you come muna ye share that maybe a phone back go for we say no working out and me brother me I said I have entered into a room where very prominent music business people are sitting. There are about 5, and the kind of conversation that they were having, me that I feed from an artist, I was so sad. Hey, the way they were talking about Ghanaian artists, I was sad and like I felt like I said, hey, my lifespan is swell. If this is what I want to do for the rest of my life, it's swell because I will not be getting this strong because if these people don't come, if these people don't come in, most of our artists, how are they going to even get there? How are they going to? Fucked. Everybody will sleep. Everybody will sleep. We should understand that, okay, the investors that we have here, let's even admit that all of them are careless. So are we telling us that people with money, there's no way those of us that are inclined and know we can't collaborate with them to do things that will build, that somebody can also come and build up? Because once we are saying that, okay, Sammy's Flex is holding about $2 million, and because of what we want to do, okay, I understand the business structures very, very well. Let me collaborate. Oh, Sammy, let's do it. And then we are able to build a bigger thing. Now, Sammy will be experienced from what we have done. Somebody will come and tap in from Sammy's knowledge. That is another, let's say, ignorant investor. Will directly go to Sammy and say, Charlie, me to get like $3 million. So, Charlie, so this business where they do, where they get. And that is how this investor, that is their communication line. Like you rightly put it, it is business that they are doing. So, no matter how knowledgeable or ignorant they are, if he sees that Chemo was ignorant about the field, but Okoye was succeeding, what it means is that another 4 or 5 of ignorant investors will come to the space. And then the same people will collaborate with him. Let me even give you a typical example of what is happening. Do you know that sometimes, anytime there's a big man in our space that wants to run, let's say, a media business
record label
or a record label, you see the same faces of industry people.
Yeah.
And sometimes it doesn't even last for even 3 to 5 years, and then boom. All the thing will not grow. Everything will collapse.
They are done with him.
Another person will pop and the same people will go to the person again. So
talking about number one. I'm asking.
Answer the question.
Number one is bad. Remember Aikabani?
Yeah.
Was it Mad Time or Aikabani was Mad Time is called Madhouse. Madhouse.
And our own forcing.
Great music.
So Chamo, me, I think that I understand those business knowledge sometimes you want to share across, but our space here right now, our survival doesn't depend on those that are very inclined and ready to do the book-to-book kind of business. The people with the financial power and financial muscles, most of them don't understand us. That is why we always even complain about how the politicians take the creative arts. They don't understand. They don't know how to even work with us. So if we are not genuine enough to say that, okay, these people, let us find a better way to collaborate with them so that they will also not lose. Let them survive. That is the way I want to let these ignorant people, careless investors, they should survive and be in the industry. Do you know what will happen? The other day I saw Yao posting a certain post from one of our Nigerian brothers. And the guy was saying that the likes of Burna Boy and Wizkid and all these guys are doing very great because a Game Boy, we all know what Game Boy. Game Boy in Nigeria will blow and will pick phone and call like a certain Wizkid and Burna Boy and say, oh, Charlie, bro, they won't support you with, let's say, $2 million.
Yeah.
Then, boom, he puts his money there. Then he said, when you come to Ghana, instead of calling the artist to say, oh, I will do this and support you, they will call the artist's girlfriend. And and then they went.
You got the artist girlfriend.
Yes, that's the other thing our Game Boys are doing here. And I found that
They want to chop the artist girlfriend.
yes. Say artist before I go target you. Or Game Boys using this guy.
And artists on Banzo, they want to come and chop.
What you say?
So
even though the thing was sounded funny, I some seriousness and some truth in what the guy was saying. It was clear, like Rasami. So if these guys that let's say they are Game Boys, they don't even care how much they put into them. And
but some do.
I know. And let's say Burna Boy or Wizkid is not showing the sign of gratefulness to some of these people. And kanako obia come put omonye sa de ni. But we sit here and sometimes mention that when you go to Nigeria, there are certain Nigerians in other international places that they don't even know some of these Nigerian artists. They are not part of their team, but willingly they want to put money to support their business. And this is how we can get some of these people showing signs of gratefulness. If you are grateful to the person, that person will have a way of communicating to another person who also doesn't have much knowledge about what you are doing, but will have certain love to come and support what you are doing. So in our space, the danger is that we are always crying for some of these people that don't know nothing, that are careless about going around their businesses. But in the end, when we get them to, we don't know how to, we will kill them. We don't know how to make them breathe and survive in our space. And that is danger because a time is coming. I mean, when I see some of these stories, it is those that are coming that I always cry for. It is not the likes of Last Maiden or they are from the honor or banner. Is he going to get another careless person like Kiwa? Is he going to get? You understand? Is he going to get another careless person like those people to come and do? See the likes of Mark Okreku. You see the likes of Mark Okreku Mante and even despite all this, go and listen to their story. Why they moved from our music space? Most of them will cite examples of ungratefulness from artists. So that thing there, it is very very critical. And we have to address it. We have to find a way to address some of these issues.
Well, these are matters of serious interest. And I'm sure in the times ahead, we still have to continue talking about this. I'm actually going to try book an interview with Bullet in the coming days. Maybe somewhere next year, I'm going to have a one-on-one interview with him. I want us to understand some of these things and that conversation, how we can look for a solution and the way forward for our industry. So watch out for that.
How he's keeping the business going.
Exactly. Like we're going to really have an explosive conversation. I hope he just agrees. So my producers will start chasing him for me as early as possible. Then we can take it from there. Now, to the very last thing I want us to talk about. So yesterday on CTV, we had a conversation on our artists who are doing shows or who are appearing on some good shows abroad, and the fact that we need to commend them. Whilst enjoying performances from many of them who performed, like Kamido performed at Afro Nation, Sarkodie Summer Stage. We looked at Black Sheriff performing at Wireless Festival. We realized that one video that came from Gyedu Blay Ambole and the Sarkodie band who performed in the Rabbit Hole Festival was loved by many. And do you know why? When Sarkodie was rapping at Summer Stage, the people who were watching, they were just standing there. When Kamido was performing, apart from some few Ghanaians who were recording and singing along, everybody was just standing there watching. Black Sheriff, same way. But with Gyedu Blay Ambole's performance, oh my goodness. The cheers, the applause, the way the people were enjoying it. It has brought a conversation that, are we missing out on something when it comes to taking what we are doing here outside, international? Are we missing out on something? Should we still use that our indigenous concert party thing, our bands, somebody play conga, somebody play trumpet, is that what we should package and give to them? And they would like it? I want us to watch Gyedu Blay Ambole's performance. Unfortunately, the other ones will not be able to watch because of time and copyright issues. But go check them out. You'll see them. They were not really encouraging. But Gyedu Blay Ambole's act, oh my word. I like the name of the festival to Rabbit Hole Festival. in Netherlands. Let's go watch it. When I come back, we wrap our discussion up with this. Oh my goodness, Gyedu Blay Ambole. I don't understand why he's been insulting these young boys like that. He tell them, oh, they don't know anything. He's a stone boy. He's a stone boy. They don't know anything. Hey, Gyedu Blay Ambole. So now let's look at the serious issue here. Like I said, not to despise anybody or to look down on anybody. I saw Sarkodie's act on the summer stage. Charlie, if you're a performer, you only like it. I want to believe even Sarkodie himself wouldn't like the kind of reception he received. He won't. He won't. Richie, you can fly some of the videos whilst we talk. But this one, this is what we've been enjoying every Friday. When we say we've been going out on Friday, we go to live band stand. That's what they play. They were singing tree, dressed like South secondary people and all. And Charlie, so slow cry. Look at this. Obia minding the business. And your man, Charlie, they rap, but beer minding the business. And I'm asking that. Like, so imagine like they see the way the people are there. Imagine Sarkodie drums behind him. There are people sitting playing game. Do you think this is going to be standing idle? No. When I'm only artist now,
yeah, some of us, I mean, by God's grace, we are upgrading ourselves, adding bits and pieces of the Ghanaian, uniqueness to whatever thing that they are doing. And I think Wendy is becoming a master of such things. Yes, I think that for some time now, brother, I have said that when Ghanaian artists don't know, or some Ghanaian artists don't know what these type or kind of international people that we always target, the white people, what they want from us. We don't even know what we are selling to them. We don't understand what they want to buy from us. Until recently that Nigerian music is dominating the world market. Afrobeat. Check years back. It wasn't as if Nigerians were not doing music. P Square, Two-Face, the Futures, they have some the bands. They were all doing. They were all doing. I mean, beautiful songs. They were doing good songs. But let us ask ourselves, why were they not being able to achieve the things the likes of Whiskey and other people at Burna Boy is achieving now? It is what you are packaging and selling to the world. It is finished. They are, you see these people, the people dancing to Gyedu Blay Ambole's performance. They have seen Ray Cross and they have seen them do hip hop and R&B. They are tired. And in fact, if they want to watch attend a hip hop festival, they will not come to where they have invited a certain hip hop artist from Ghana. They won't come. They will go to, if like on a day, one day they say the disease and the people are doing festival here, and then another festival is going on and they've invited African artists who are doing hip hop. No, I'm sure nobody, this wise, they won't come. They will go there if that is what they want. They know where they will get the right products from. So sometimes that is why I am always sad that we are not, we are not going with any drive. Like, let us go with a certain deliberate agenda with a product to sell to these people that when they accept it, it will become a big thing that every day people will be going to festivals to perform high life songs, because there has been a bigger demand from that side on a genre like high life, and everybody wants to see how Ghanaian high life artists perform on the stage. I am not surprised Gyedu Blay will come here and will insult any young artist. Afro Moses, the likes of Riala, and all these people, sometimes they laugh when we are having some of these discussions about international. We went to perform. They laugh, but our artists down here too see them, and because of maybe the way they have also brand themselves, packaged themselves, they feel like these people. They don't know what they are doing. But trust me, they know exactly what they understand what these people want from us. You don't know. You are living in somebody's shadow. And if you are living in somebody's shadow in this music game and you don't have anything unique, you can never be at the top. Because they always go for the original and not come for you that is doing something. Burna Boy is flying because of that touch of Afrobeat. What he has come to add to the world music globally. It is nothing. If today there's a certain artist in South Africa that is doing so well with Amapiano, it is because of the uniqueness of Amapiano. When they called Tiwa Savage and he was performing at the King's coronation, I mean, some of the rhythms that he was playing, you could feel that, African touch in there. True. And these are some of the things that will take us to that place, that get us this audience that we want them to enjoy our music. It is not just about having plugs and making them plug you on certain festivals or certain events, or getting your music played set at certain way, or having billboards. When you have money, you can do all these things. But for the people to accept what you do musically, it goes beyond having money and paying for billboards and paying for. It's about what unique product you are selling.
Okay. Jabo, wrap up for me.
Yeah.
Our time is up.
Yeah. This is really interesting, and I think our current musicians should learn something from the old musicians, or those who are doing other side of things. I think we cannot. They are serving different market. That's what I would say. Our old musicians also, when they come back home, they struggle to sell. Yeah. Because the current consumers down here also
can't relate to
and others.
What they are
doing. That's what it is. And I think both the old musicians should try to insert some new trends here that our people are doing here, and at the same time our current musicians who should are doing here
pick should pick,
yes, that's what it should be, and this one can tell us clearly that when you go outside there, our old musicians are winning. In fact, even when it comes to hip life songs and others, they still play the old ones. The festival that I've seen, they were playing the old songs, the Oforian Ponsens and then the Castros and the likes. These were the songs that they were playing. They were not playing the current songs of Sarkodie. Even that one, they will play Adonai. They won't play the new ones that he just released and all that. And I think as a market or as a people, if we want to penetrate, we should be observant and see all these things and how people react to some of this and move with it. Okay. If Gyedu Blay can command such a huge numbers in a big stage like that, you should be collaborating with him. You should be working with him so you get opportunity, get on that stage, infuse what you have with what he has, and something beautiful may come out of it. And I think our people are lacking that thing. Sometimes they like the funeral songs and the song that they do. We've been always talking about it. Some people feel that they don't want to do funeral songs, but when you go to any funeral, they still play the old songs that we have already. At least we should be learning something to infuse the two if you want to be in the game for a long time.
Okay.
So I love this, and all that I can say is that our current musicians should learn something from this. That's all.
Guys, learn. It is the only way out. It is the only way out of this competition. If you want to compete, we should learn. And I'm so happy with the kind of feedback and contribution I've gotten from my people. This is so important to us. On this note, we will end it here. I'll say thank you to Intim Dodo Solomon Chemo, Nana Regan, Digital Rasta Currency, who is our camera person, Richie Flex, editor director for our shows here on Sammy Flex TV. If you loved this, subscribe to us, share with others. And again, you can also drop your comments on the topics. You are part of the discussion. Feel free and let's do it as usual. My name is Sammy Flex. Let's meet again some other time. We are out of here.